Okay, this is going to be my very first live LimeLight video. So just bear with me. I got two hooligans running around the background. You'll probably hear them stomping around.
And there's some nice clothes for you for the weekend. And
okay.
Sunday, you can buy them wherever.
Say hi.
Hi. My name is Ashley Moore.
Her name is Ashley Moore.
And that's Mommy the Dawn.
Mommy the Dawn. Mommy La Dawn.
And that's Karen and there is him and Troy.
Okay. I love you.
And Katie.
Okay, I love you. Okay, so I have my face is exfoliated. I just got out of the shower, so my face is washed, exfoliated. I put pore filler on, and I have moisturizer on, and so it's looking pretty oily, which is good for me because my skin is like desert dry. I mean, it flakes just all the time. Little white flakes come off my skin. So the oilier, the better for me because that means it's not going to dry up very fast. So I still have to put primer on. And right now, the only LimeLight product I own right now is the Botanical foundation, but that's fine because I haven't got my kit in yet. But once I do, I'll be using more LimeLight products. But right now,
I see you, Loreal, because my name's Ashley.
Yeah. So,
and look at my mommy's mirror.
Okay.
It works though.
Yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to prime my face
This is my
before I do anything else. Yeah, I'm your mommy. You better go play. I told her, I said, you got to be good. Mommy's getting online. She said, I will be very good, Mommy. So I'm going to put my primer on. And the best thing I have ever found on YouTube is I was watching a beauty guru, Stephanie Lang, and she said whenever people put their primer on and stuff and they like rub it in their face, she said that's like exfoliating and that's what makes your dead skin cells come back up. So she said just always pat stuff into your face and it's better that way because you don't want like to rub everything underneath and make it irritated. So my face is already kind of red because where I did exfoliate in the shower, but I've moisturized and stuff since then. So I'm just going to kind of pat everything in. That way it doesn't make my skin look any more irritated than what it already does. So priming on my face. And I always prime or rub my primer into my lips.
Hi,
a good chapstick. What? Okay, baby. Thank you. Ashley's so cute. So, I'm going to put chapstick on because my lips are super dry. No, I'm not because I don't have any. So, alright. Now, I'm going to let my primer dry for just a minute while I wait. Because, like I said, look how oily my face is. But that's good. That's very good for me. My face is very hydrated right now. I'm very happy with this. So, I cut my hair off short recently, if you didn't know, so I have no hair left. So I'm just going to wait for this to dry a little bit so that I can start on foundation, because it's really oily. It's probably going to make a mess. So, this is the LimeLight Botanical Foundation Palette. Oh, there's people on here. Let me say hi. Hi, people. I can't go through and see everybody's names are almost my thing up, but hi, people. So this is the LimeLight Botanical Foundation Palette, and my shade is Shinto 1. I think that's how you pronounce it. And, mine's really messy. So, this is what mine looks like. I've had it since, I think, the end of November, middle of November, something like that. So, not used that much of it, which I don't wear foundation real often. But, so, it's like a wax-based foundation, and it's 50% pigmentation. And that's a lot compared to other foundations. This is 50%. I think I've read a post somewhere that said something like other foundations are like 15% pigmentation. So this a little bit's going to go a long way with this. And it's wax-based. So like whenever you put it on your hands and you start rubbing it around or on your finger, on your face, whatever, it like melts into your skin. Like it starts melting, kind of like a candle melts with heat. So it's going to melt and like spread evenly over your face. So, this is it, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into this, and I don't put my foundation, I used to put my foundation on with a beauty blender, or a sponge, or one of these flat foundation brushes, but this leaves lines, and beauty blenders soak up a lot of product, and where my skin is super dry, it soaks up like all the moisture I got, and I can't do it. It makes my face flaky and dry. So I have figured out the best way for me to apply my foundation is with this gigantic, huge, fluffy brush. And I just washed all my brushes earlier, so this is still a tiny bit damp, but it'll be alright. So this huge, fluffy brush that has no handle. You see that? It's a Morphe, but it has no handle because it broke. So what I do... Hey guys, can you be a little bit quieter? There you go. They can't stop laughing, she says. Okay, so I'm going to go in, and what I do is I just kind of rub my finger in there just a little bit, and then I just dot it all over my face, and then I'll go back in and spread it out. You can see I got a lot of acne, but where I exfoliated, it's kind of flattened it down, so it's not like huge, ginormous volcano bumps sticking out. And I'm just barely like touching my finger in here. I'm not like rubbing it around a whole lot each time, so I'm not using a lot of product. What? And do some on my cheeks. They are jumping. My bed is laying on the floor. It's just a mattress on the floor, and they are jumping off into the floor. And Gannon thinks that he is a daredevil, and he thinks that nothing hurts him. Nothing can ever hurt him, so he just jumps everywhere. I got a lot of foundation on my face. I probably use like way too much of this, but I have a lot of redness, so I feel like it's okay. I'll do a little bit right here. I got a mirror right here I'm looking into, if he's wondering why I'm looking over there. I just like to make sure there's a little bit pretty much everywhere. And then I just take my finger and I just kind of rub it on my brush like that just to get whatever's left on my finger off. And then I just take my brush and I just start blending it around. And it will blend out, believe it or not. I'm hoping this is not one of them days where my makeup is just very crappy and looks crappy, because that happens, and then on those days I'm very upset. Let's see Ashlyn. Ashlyn is in the playpen. Hey, get out of the playpen, please. Get out. So Gannon won't. That's what the baby sleeps in, and you're going to break it. And then where will baby Emmett sleep? So I'm just rubbing this around kind of fast. I'm trying not to. I'm very gentle. Like, it might look like I'm being rough, but I'm being pretty gentle. Because I don't want to make my face any more red than it already is. So, I barely got any of this on. I'm probably going to go back in with another coat, because I usually do more than that to begin with. But we'll see how this does. I think my brush is still down here, so it might be soaking up some of my product. I don't know. But we'll see how it turns out once I get it all rubbed in. I'm surprised my face isn't flaking yet. It's usually already flaking. Like right through here, my T-zone is the driest place on me. Like, normally people are oily there, but I'm very dry. So I'm just gonna rub it down my neck so it's blended. And right now, this is one coat. I got a light right here so that you can see. This is one coat, and that's really thin. That's not very much at all. And I think my brush soaked up most of it. But I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to put a little bit more right here on my breakout. Oh, it's fine, Ashley. Hi. And I'm going to put a little bit more in. Don't climb, Gangan. Gangan is my climber. I break out right through there, both sides. Isn't that wonderful? So I'm gonna go in. Hey, 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 Gannon. Hey, Gannon, get this bottle. Get this bottle for me. Whenever Gannon screams, it gets really, really loud, so I'm trying to keep him from screaming. He's really very loud when he screams. He
don't like me.
He's mad right now because he can't get in the playpen. And Ashley won't help him into it, so I told her not to. So he's mad. Let me see this, Ash. Let me see this. Please. Thank you. So, I'm going to let him calm down for a second. Anyways, I'm just doing another layer because the foundation is buildable. And I didn't use very much at all that time. And I usually put on like a lot. But I probably shouldn't use as much as I do. But I don't like to have... I'm not big on my skin on my face because it's like all red and ugly and... No. I have bad skin. I have really bad skin because my whole body is dry. My skin flakes and peels, and it's not just on my face, it's everywhere. My arms, my hands right now have got eczema on them. You see that? I have eczema on the palms of my hands, and my fingers are cracking open, like right there. And I just healed from where it cracked open right here, and little cracks right there. So my hands are super dry, where I have to do dishes and get in the water all the time to clean. And I mean, I soak them in lotion. I put lotion on every time I wash my hands. I put lotion on, and sometimes just when I'm walking around, I'll grab a bottle of lotion and stick some on. And they're still so dry. So I don't know what to do. I mean, it's painful when they crack open right there in this little tiny crease right there. I got a crack. You can't really see it, but it is painful. That one I had, it was there for like a week. It was painful. I'm going to have to start getting like gloves and soaking my hands and like Vaseline before I go to bed, like putting gloves on so it can soak in or something, because I've never seen nobody with eczema on the palms of their hands. But because I was looking it up on Google, because I was like, what's on my hand? But it's just like a certain type of eczema that gets on the palms of your hands and your fingers and in between your fingers, and it says that your fingers and stuff will crack open and peel, so I know that's what it is because mine are cracking open and peeling. So right now, this is what we got so far. I got a lot of acne, but I think my face looks pretty nice right now. So this is 2 very thin layers. I wish I took a before picture. They don't look near as bad as it did a while ago. I just feel like for some reason I'm not getting as much coverage as I usually do. That's probably because my brush is sucking it up. Pat that in. See, there we go.
I bet it's gonna be really
I'm just moving it around too much. And the thing I like the most is like my foundation looks really good in person, but when you take a picture, like you know most people stand in front of the window and they take a picture like with the natural light coming in because it makes your face look flawless. Like my face will look good in person, but when I do that and I take a picture, my face looks so good. Oh my god. Look at it on the camera. Like in person it looks good too, but on the camera it looks so much better. Like I'm surprised. I am amazed again. I mean, I know there's still some redness and stuff, but my face is really, really red. Like, it's worth it because my face isn't peeling, so I'm happy. So, the foundation is $36 or $37, but after taxes and shipping, you might as well say about $40. Gannon got in the playpen of me. He made his way in there, little climber. I know it sounds like they're tearing my house down, but I promise they're safe. They're rambunctious and they're loud, but I promise they're not hurting themselves. They're like right there in the playpen. So, right now I don't know what I'm really doing. I'm just gonna dabbing it in, making it look nice. So, right now, oh, let's kind of rub some on my ears. I'm weird. So right now, this is what my face looks like after 2 layers, and I did a spot thing on my acne. And I got a lot of acne, and you're not going to find foundation, believe me. I have a ton of acne, and I went through so many foundations. There's not one foundation out there that will cover up the texture of your acne. You can cover up the redness. You can cover, you know, up the color, but the texture will be there. If you got a bump sticking out of your face, it's going to be there. I remember, this is really awesome. But my little brother, Tanner, he told me one time, because I had all this makeup on, I didn't know how to do makeup very well at the time, and I put it on like really thick, like cake it on, and he told me that my face looked like one of those Oreo Hershey bars. because you know how they're white chocolate and they have like the black things under them and it's bumpy looking. He told me my face looked like one of those because I had all kinds of acne and I was trying to cover it up with makeup. So, needless to say, I made it look pretty bad, but that's what he told me I look like. So, I try not to look like that anymore. So, I think that looks great. For as much redness and stuff as I had. And I mean, redness right here, like, I could see my skin a little bit through there. But that is, you know, where my blush is going to go. So, I'm going to be putting red over it anyway. So, this, I honestly think that just with foundation, I never go out just with foundation and nothing else. But I would go out like this. Looks really good tonight. I'm surprised at how well it looks. So, this is the Botanical foundation. And you saw me put it on. So, like I said, it's about $36, $37. I have to look to make sure. But it's about $40 after, you know, do your taxes and your shipping. And I posted my website link in the information thing. So, you can go to that and order. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, you know, put powder over it because it's wax based. So if you don't set it with powder, it's gonna move, it's gonna run. When you touch your face, it's gonna come off on your hand. You gotta set, if you put on liquid, any type of liquid foundation, you have to set it with powder. And like I said, I don't have the LimeLight powder and stuff in yet because I haven't got my kit, so I'm just gonna do some of the Infallible powder that I have that I used to use. It's the Pro Glow, because like I said, I don't do matte anything. I mean, I can do matte lips, but I don't do matte on my face because matte is for oily people, and I'm super dry. I don't do matte. I do, you know, luminous, glowy foundations. When I do matte foundations, my face looks like a cake. It looks awful, powdered, and it looks just splotchy. I just can't do matte stuff. So we will do, I don't know what I'm looking for. My brush. Might be nice to have a brush. I'm going to use this little Mary Kay brush that I have. It's alright. The little hairs fall out a lot though, so I'm not big on them. But it works. So I just kind of... I do quite a bit of powder to set it in place. Just because I don't like it to come back off. And like I said, I try to pat everything into my face. I don't take my brush and do that. I mean, that other brush I did because that was liquid, but I don't take like my powders and like, because that moves the foundation that I just put on. That's going to move it. So if I'm like rubbing my powder in, it's going to move all my foundation, and then this big spot right here is not going to have no foundation on it. You guys are going to break that. Lord. Did anybody else see my video of Gannon the other night? I mean, was that night before last, I guess? He was so wild. Like, he's always wild before he goes to bed, but that night, oh my gosh, he was just everywhere. And he had just got done screaming his lungs out because Ashley wanted to listen to music, and it was bedtime, and she likes to listen to music sometimes when she goes to sleep. And I turned that music on, and he had him a little fit. He screamed and hollered, wanting to watch cartoons, and if you leave cartoons on for that kid, he won't go to sleep. He will never go to sleep. So, you have to turn the cartoons off, and I'll turn on, like, music or something for Ashley to go to sleep, or I turn on whatever, you know, like Friends or something that I want to watch, and then you just have to let him run it out. And he danced it out, and rolled, and fell down on his hind end. He's wild. Please stop. So I almost got my face set. But like I said, I'm just patting it in because I don't want my foundation to move underneath. Oh yeah, and put it on my eyelids. That way I don't have to worry about, you know, putting powder on them. Putting like a, I don't know if you all do that, but I always put a skin colored like eyeshadow or something right here first, just so everything else will blend easier. Because if I just have my liquid foundation and no powder, then my eyeshadows are going to be really hard to blend. So if you have powder on your lids before you go in with your colors you're going to use, it'll blend better. I know I act like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. I swear to God, they're like bouncing everywhere. But I don't really know what I'm talking about. This is what I learned from my, probably spent a good month of my life on YouTube. You know, that's like all in all. So I would sit up at night real late and watch videos all night long, like I'm sure every girl does. And my favorites are Stephanie Lang and Christian Dominique. She's really good. I used to watch Nikki tutorials, but her makeup just looks really, she does way too heavy, like drag queen, like, you know, makeup, like the really bright colors and so much foundation and so much in her brows that I mean, I like a lot of makeup, but I don't like so much that you can't tell who you are, and that's what she does. So I quit watching her so much. I like Christian Dominique because she just does like kind of like what everybody does, you know. She doesn't go overboard. And Stephanie Lang, she's starting to go kind of overboard lately. I haven't watched some of her newest videos, but she's starting to go pretty overboard. So this is it set with powder, and I think it looks pretty great. My face usually flakes. I got a light here, I'm shining on it. My face usually flakes like about right here, and you can tell it's not flaking, and it's not splotchy. It's, you know, pretty even and smooth. This is a iPhone light, so, you know, if there was like a bunch of flaws in the foundation, you'd be able to see it right now. So we're getting up close and personal. So I think that it looks pretty nice. It looks really nice, like in person too. Like look, there must have been glitter on my brush, because there is glitter on my face. I am shining. I'm like a unicorn. There had to have been glitter on my brush, because like all the way through my cheeks and everything, I'm like shiny in the light. So there is my finished foundation face, and like I said, I would go out like this. I wouldn't need nothing else. This would be fine. My brows are a little bit. Hey, I'm not going to tell you again. You guys need to calm down, okay? You can and you will. Calm it. You're playing in the playpen, that's fine, but you need to calm down. You're going to break it, and you're going to bust a hole through the wall. Calm down. The wonderful life of motherhood. So, that's the foundation. I'm going to go ahead, just for the heck of it. No, I haven't got my kit in yet, Lauren. I am waiting for it. I ordered it just last night, and I did the 11-day shipping because it was so much cheaper. And so I'm going to give it probably about 12 or 13 days before I start worrying, because it'll probably take a while. But I'm hoping it'll be quicker, and it'll get here really fast. And then I'll do another video of me opening my kit, and then I plan on doing one the following night of me using all the products in the kit and trying like everything that I got on. And I'm going to do my skincare and do a review of it, you know, what my skin normally looks like, and then do a review after I've been using all the LimeLight products on my skin. So I'm super excited to get my kit in. I am going to do my brows just for the heck of it, because we're on here, and why not? So, and they look, you know, pretty bushy. So my brow routine is pretty simple. I don't do a whole lot. So I got this little elf brow brush, and I just kind of comb through my big thick brows here, you know. I comb them up, because that's what it says to do with the videos. You don't comb them like sideways. Like, you're supposed to comb them up, because it makes them look fuller or something. I don't know. And then I got this Brow Drama. It's like eyebrow mascara. I don't know if anybody else uses this, but it's like good for brow gel. Stop! Now, you're gonna get hurt. Quit. I'm not gonna tell you again, Shane. I don't care. Be careful. You can play, but you got to be careful. So, I just take this and I just run it through my brow the way I want it to sit. And so, if LimeLight doesn't have one of these, they need one, which I don't know if they do or not. But I just like, you know, because it has a little bit of pigment to it, but it kind of holds them in place like a gel. So, like, this is what I do if I don't want to do my brows. I just put some of this through there, and voila, bam, I'm done. You know, they're done, and I'm ready to go. But I usually go a step further, especially when I'm going to be wearing bright eyeshadow, because I want it to, I'll just let that dry a little bit so they sit in place. My eyebrows are really thick, so they wouldn't need a lot done to them, because if you do too much, then they look like, I remember I have pictures on my Facebook of when my eyebrows look like and they were huge because I didn't know what I was doing. But everybody has that stage. Everybody's got to learn. And I feel like I've learned quite a bit over the years. So what I do then is I take this and I just start, you know, going. I go in and I just kind of fill it in a little bit. And then I want it to have that straight line. So I take it and under here and I go straight. So I don't know if you guys can see me or not. But I'm just kind of. And I don't do it really dark. I just kind of. You know, and then I get it in there, and then try to do a straight line on top, and then go down my arch, do my tail. You guys can't see me because I'm doing this in my mirror right here beside me. And then I go back up to the front. That's because my thing is out. That's why. I do a straight line, tail, and then I come back up here and I just kind of do a little, couple really light lines right there. And then I go back through and I'm going to comb through it. Make a mess. So, you can't even really tell I did anything to it, but it kind of straightened up the bottom line there. You know, where you can tell it's a lot straighter. So, then I do the other side. My brows take a while. Well, not too long, I guess. There's some people. I remember when people first started doing their brows and I watched tutorials, everybody's like, brows take so long. And they did. They took forever when people first started doing them because you had to do so much work to them. And there was like the Instagram glam brows where they were like, you know, super square and they like looked like they was almost connected because they did the fade out stuff. And I just, that's a little bit too much. I mean, it's pretty, but it's too much for me to do in my little bit of time I get to do makeup. Like,
I put some lotion on me.
Good for you. My eyebrows grow downwards, and so I have to fill that in, or you can see like each little eyebrow growing.
Dad,
What?
I'm putting this lotion on.
Are you?
Yeah, this lotion.
That's not lotion, that's gel. Give me that.
Oh, wait,
She had my hair gel. You put gel on where? Your neck? Where?
Jack.
Your leg? Is it sticky?
Yeah.
It is? It's gonna be. Mommy will wipe it off in a minute. Now she put gel on her leg. But anyway, so I'm gonna draw my little straight line through here.
Why can't I have that on?
Because that's not lotion, darling. That's gel. Oh! No. Oh, Lord. Oh, sorry. I got out of the lines. It's like coloring a picture. Hey, hey. Are everybody's children this loud? Are everybody's kids this loud, or is it just mine? Somebody tell me. Hey, Gannon is the loudest kid I have. Like, Ashley can be loud, but she's not always. She heard me say that. One, hey, quiet down. You are inside a house. You gotta be inside voice. 1, 2, inside voice. Don't do it again. I don't care if you guys laugh and play, but you've got to be quiet.
We don't need to be
You need to be a bit quieter what you're being.
We don't need to be quiet, our mommies and daddies.
No, but you gotta not be so loud. Busting people's eardrums. Nobody wants to hear all that. I mean, is everybody's kids that loud? I've never seen. My kids are always this loud. My tail on that side got longer. So, usually, okay, that's done. Let me come through. There's my brows. And then I just kind of go around them because then it makes my tail come down. And I'll redo that because where it It smears, but it makes my tail look like it's faded out on its own. So I smear it down, and then I take my little foundation brush, and I usually just kind of wipe it away with that. It's got my foundation left on it. So. Okay. I told you. I know, Gannon's a mean boy. Alright, so that is my finished look with my brows and my foundation, and I would do more, but my hooligans are getting very sleepy and very hateful, obviously. So, but this is my look. And you've seen how much acne and stuff I had before.
I want to get in there.
Okay.
I want to get in.
Hush. Stop. Okay. Anyways, LimeLight Botanical Foundation is what I got on my face with just, powder over top. Looks great. I did two really thin layers to build it up, more coverage, and then I went back over and dotted some on my breakout spots and covered it up. And this is the finished product. I've got a light shining it on me right now, showing you how great the coverage is of this foundation. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I will be back live tomorrow night. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably do a full face of makeup, and I'll do my foundation again just to show you. Maybe tomorrow will be a good day too, and my foundation will look this good. I don't know yet. I don't know. What should I do tomorrow? Because I ain't got very much LimeLight stuff. This is all I got. Maybe I should try doing it with a beauty blender or a sponge again and seeing how it works out. I'll do that. I did it with this big fluffy brush tonight, so how about tomorrow I do my foundation, but I use a sponge instead of a big fluffy brush. And then I want to do something like waiting for my kit, so then the day after that I could try doing it with one of my little flat foundation brushes. I don't know. But I'll be back on live tomorrow doing something. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Yeah. That's my cue. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Bye.